Hello, I'm Miss Jess. Welcome to week 5 of RE on TV. As you can see, we're starting a new theme this month. Throughout the month of November, we'll learn about the many ways our UU faith invites us to become a people of healing. This week's episode is called Don't Run Away from the Hard Work of Healing, and we have quite a few guests from church I think you'll recognize. But first, welcome into this place of beauty. We come from busy things, pausing for a moment for the thoughts that quiet brings. Our chalice lighters this week are the Simmons family.
We light this chalice for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action.
We have a pretty special guest to introduce our show this week. Jack Swenson is here, and he's going to tell us all about knots and how thinking like a Boy Scout can help us work out tough situations. Jack?
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a member of the congregation, and I'm also an Eagle Scout. And we're going to talk about knot tying today, and we're going to talk about messy knots and clean knots. So what we have right here is a messy knot. A messy knot is a good example of a problem, and like most problems, you can't force your way through it. If you take it, and you take your thread, and you pull it real tight, it might look like the knot's coming undone from this end. But when you look at the other end, it's just getting more jumbled up. And so what we have to do is be careful and work through the problem instead of working around the problem. And we have to be careful and work with the knot to untie it. And you got to find your thread and pull it through. And it might take time, but that's what it takes to undo a problem. So I'm not going to undo all of this right now because it would take a little bit of time. But we're going to move on to once we have our two pieces of rope separated. This represents the two different people who are having an issue in their relationship. And so once you've undone that knot, these two pieces are ready to work together. And so what I'm going to do is teach you guys the square knot. And the square knot is great and metaphorical because it's also a joining knot, and it's all about working together. And so once we have these two pieces of clean rope together, we can take it and we take our right piece over our left, tuck it under, and then we take our left piece now, put it over our right, and tuck it under. And then we can pull tight. And this is one of the simplest knots, but it's one of the most useful because it takes two halves and it makes a hole that is better than its two parts. And what's even better about this is because it's so simple, it can easily be undone and changed if you needed to, and it's not complicated to undo. They're working together. And so that's why knots are so helpful. And knowing how to tie them correctly, like I wasn't paying attention, and I accidentally tied it wrong. And so now if I undo it, and I take my time, and I'm careful, it's easy peasy. And I can do that, and put it together, and I'm back where I was with this nice, clean knot.
Thanks, Jack. Our story this week is called The Prince and the Rhinoceros, and is read by one of our RE regulars, Miss Denise.
Once upon a time in India, a rare rhinoceros was born, with skin so beautiful it almost glowed. The rhinoceros was given to a noble prince who was very lonely and whose kingdom was poor. The prince was so delighted with the unusual gift that he laughed joyfully, so he named the little calf Great Joy. The prince treated the rhino with great kindness. He fed her rice, fruit, and choice tender plants, and he always spoke in a kind and gentle voice. Great Joy grew and was happy. The prince thought Great Joy was quite beautiful. At sunrise, she would be golden. At sunset, she would be a canvas of pink and red and orange, and later, the dark blue of evening. Sometimes after a rain, she would reflect everything around her. She seemed most enchanted. "You are wonderful and special to me," the prince whispered softly. In time, Great Joy grew into an enormous rhino. She was very strong. One day, she thought about her good life with the prince and what she would give him in return. "I am only a rhino, but I can use my strength to help him earn gold for his kingdom." She suggested to the prince that she compete in a contest of strength against the town's strongest bulls. A rich merchant with many fine oxen agreed to the wager. Great Joy would pull 100 loaded wagons, usually towed by his team of 8 oxen. The bet was 1,000 gold pieces. The next day, the prince inspected the wagons and harnessed Great Joy to the front. Then he climbed onto the driver's seat. Great Joy waited for a few kind words of encouragement before starting. Instead, the prince, thinking only of the gold, waved a whip in the air and shouted, "Pull, you big wretch! Move, you worthless rhino!" Great Joy was shocked at her beloved prince's words. "Wretch? Worthless? I'm no wretch," she thought. "I'm not worthless either." She stiffened her huge legs and refused to move an inch. Humiliated, the prince ran home and hid in his royal bed. "I'm ruined," he cried. Great Joy was filled with pain and sorrow. She needed to understand. She needed to understand what she had done to deserve such cruel insults. After many days and nights without food or sleep, she went to the prince's palace, which had grown shabby due to his impoverished state. "Oh, Prince, in all our years together, have I ever done anything to hurt you?" "No, never." "Then why did you say those terrible things to me? Was the thought of gold worth more than what I can offer?" The prince hung his head. Tears ran down his face. "The gold distracted me. I forgot the importance of our friendship. I am so ashamed." "Then we will try again," Great Joy said. "Go back to the merchant and double your bet." Again, the carts were loaded and Great Joy was harnessed to the front. The prince climbed up and sang out, "All right, you marvelous marvel, you splendid rhino, my Great Joy, it's up to you." The powerful rhino snorted, pawed the ground, and charged forward. Her sides heaved as she pulled until the last cart crossed the finish line. The townspeople cheered wildly as they covered her with garlands of flowers and strands of tinkling bells. The prince collected his 2,000 pieces of gold, then humbly thanked Great Joy for a job well done. That very evening, the prince and the rhino walked along the river in the red glow of sunset. "I didn't mean to say such hurtful words to you," the prince whispered. "Please forgive me." "I already have," said Great Joy. And that's how they lived forever after, in friendship and great joy. Never again did an unkind word pass between them.
Miss Leah and her family are here with a new song this month. So let's get into our meditation positions. Take a deep breath. And let Miss Leah guide us in healing.
In every place where I can feel I might get hurt, but I can heal. On my forehead, on my nose, in my belly and on my toes. In every place where I can feel I might get hurt, but I can heal. In my feelings love can ease. In every place where I can feel, I might get hurt, but I can heal. It takes forgiveness, it takes time, an open heart, an open mind. In every place where I can feel, I might get hurt, but I can heal. Did you ever get an owl Band-Aid, Lucy? Did it hurt forever and ever? No. No? What happens? Did you know that your body is so smart that it has special ways of fixing if you get a scrape on your knee or you get a little bump on your head, that your body, as soon as you get hurt, your body starts working on healing and feeling better. If you're able to let the hurt place do its magic, let your body do its natural magic, that it will automatically start working towards healing itself. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Even sometimes without Band-Aids, even without any help, your body automatically wants to be healed. How about you, Jacob? Did you ever get hurt?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
I feel sad and sometimes angry that I get hurt.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you might even get angry if you stub your toe. You might get angry at the edge of the bed, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever have a time when someone did something that hurt you or hurt your feelings?
Yeah. If someone says something to me that hurts my feelings, I don't go near them because I don't want to get my feelings hurt again.
That makes a lot of sense. So what do you do to feel better? How do we heal if we hurt our feelings, if something hurts our feelings, or if something hurts our skin? How do we get to a place where we feel better?
We forget about it.
Sometimes we're able to forget about it. What do you think it takes to forgive someone if they've hurt you?
Courage.
Wow, it does take courage. Even if you decide you never want to be around that person again, it still takes courage inside of yourself to decide that you don't want to focus on that hurt anymore. That's true. In every place where I can feel, I might get hurt, but I can heal.
Have you ever been in an argument or a fight with a friend? It's pretty common and it doesn't stop when you grow up. So what do? We can learn some skills that help us heal. I have a few volunteers to help us act out some common fights between friends. Let's watch and then see if we can help them find a way back into friendship.
Llama Jeff, you want to order some pizza?
Okay, let's order some pizza.
Let's get pineapple pizza. That's my favorite.
I don't like pineapple pizza.
Well, pineapple pizza's the best. What do you want?
I like cheese.
Cheese is too plain.
No, it isn't.
Well, it is, and I like pineapple pizza better.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's better. Miss Jess!
Miss Jess!
What's the matter, guys?
I want to order cheese pizza and he wants to order pineapple.
It sounds like you have a disagreement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What can we do about this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, let's see if we can talk it out. The first thing we need to do is really listen to the other person. So, Llama Jeff,
Yeah,
why don't you say how you feel?
I like cheese better than pineapple. Pineapple doesn't go on pizza.
So your flavor and opinion is that you like cheese,
Yeah.
okay?
Well, cheese is too plain, in my opinion, and you need something to spice it up a little bit, like pineapple.
Okay, Llama Jeff, did you hear what he had to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so we both heard each other. Now we need to figure out how can we come up with a solution. So let's brainstorm some ideas. What do you think we can do to solve this problem?
Have two?
We could order 2 pizzas.
That's too expensive.
Okay, we might not have the money for 2 pizzas, but I like where you're going with this. What else could we try?
Half and half?
Yeah.
Half and half. That is an excellent compromise, guys. Let's get a half cheese and half pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work.
Well, you're so stupid, Llama Jeff.
No, I'm not. You're a jerk, Gary.
Well, I don't think I want to be your friend anymore. 'Cause
Me
you...
either.
Fine.
Hey, what's going on?
He called me stupid.
And he called me a jerk.
Wow. It's really harmful to call each other names.
Yeah, it hurt my feelings.
Well, you hurt my feelings too.
Do you guys know how to make I statements?
No.
Sometimes when you're having big feelings and you need to tell someone about it and something that they did that hurt you, you can say, I feel, and then you say your feeling. When you, and then say the thing that the person did that hurt your feelings. Gary, Llama Jeff, would you guys be willing to try that?
Sure.
Okay, Llama Jeff, why don't you go first?
I feel hurt because you called me dumb.
Well, you could.
Gary, let's try an I statement, okay?
Okay. I feel hurt when you call me names, and it hurts.
So it sounds like we both have hurt feelings. What do we think we can do?
Not be his friend.
Well, we could choose to not be friends. I mean, that's definitely a choice. And sometimes if a person is being mean to you a lot, it's okay to not be their friend anymore. But it sounds like you guys were just saying things that you didn't really mean. So is there some other thing you could do to fix the relationship?
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, Llama Jeff. This was wrong. I shouldn't have called you stupid.
I'm sorry I called you a jerk. I just got all flustered.
It's okay.
Conflict is a part of life. It's the actions afterwards that can heal you. I hope you learned a bit about what it means to not run away from the hard work of healing. Can you say the words with me to extinguish our chalice? We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry on our hearts until we are together again. That's all for this week. Until next time, blessed be, my loves.